All right, we have an exclusive article here from Mediaite. Apparently, Roger Stone spoke with a cop friend of his about assassinating Eric Swalwell and Jerry Nadler. Holy cow. All right, so let's read the specifics and we'll have a judgment on this. Weeks before the 2020 presidential election, infamous political operative Roger Stone sat across from his associate Sal Greco. By the way, that is the most Italian name I've ever read in my life. At a restaurant in Florida. At the time, Greco was an NYPD cop working security for Stone on the side. Their conversation at Cafe Europa in Fort Lauderdale focused on two House Democrats for whom Stone harbors particular animosity, Jerry Nadler and Eric Swalwell. In audio of the conversation, obtained exclusively by Mediaite, Stone made threatening comments about the two lawmakers. Quote, "It's time to do it," Stone told Greco. "Let's go find Swalwell. It's time to do it. Then we'll see how brave the rest of them are. It's time to do it. It's either Nadler or Swalwell has to die before the election. They need to get the message. Let's go find Swalwell and get this over with. I'm not putting up with this shit anymore." A source familiar with the discussion told Mediaite they believed Stone's remarks were serious. Quote, "It was definitely concerning that he was constantly planning violence with an NYPD officer and other militia groups," the source said. Remember, he was connected to like whoever was Oath Keepers, 3%ers, one of those groups that was involved in January 6th. Both Nadler and Swalwell serve on the House Judiciary Committee. At the time of the Cafe Europa conversation, Nadler had announced the committee would be investigating then-President Donald Trump's decision to commute Stone's sentence after he was convicted of federal crimes in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe. So there you have motive. That would give him a motive. Wow. A jury found Roger Stone guilty, Nadler wrote on Twitter in July 2020. By commuting his sentence, President Trump has infected our judicial system with partisanship and cronyism and attacked the rule of law. House Judiciary will conduct an aggressive investigation into this brazen corruption. The source told Mediaite of Stone had been at war with Nadler and Swalwell for years. He just hates them. He just wanted to get Trump back into office so these things would stop, the source added. Stone was convicted of obstruction, witness tampering, and lying to Congress in the Mueller investigation. Prosecutors sought a 9-year prison sentence for the longtime Republican operative, but Trump's Justice Department reportedly intervened to impose a less severe sentence. Stone's sentence was eventually commuted by Trump days before reporting to prison. The intervention from the Justice Department prompted Aaron Zielinski, the prosecutor and Mueller deputy who led the case against Stone, to recuse himself from the case in protest. Media reported last week that Stone was caught on tape in December 2020 urging Greco to punish Zielinski. "He needs to be punished," Stone told Greco in the audio. "You have to abduct him and punish him. That has to be done. It will be easy to abduct him because he is a weakling." Stone denied making those comments, claiming they were generated by AI. He has previously claimed videos of his comments are actually deepfakes. In response to a request for comment on the remarks aimed at Swalwell and Nadler, Stone said, "Total nonsense. I've never said anything of the kind. More AI manipulation. You asked me to respond to audios that you don't let me hear and you don't identify a source for. Absurd." Greco did not deny the comments, but said in a text to Mediaite, "I don't think your reader is interested in ancient political fodder." Greco, who acted as security for Stone and was the operative during the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol, soon after the 2020 election, was fired by the NYPD over his association with Stone. An NYPD spokesperson confirmed to Mediaite that Greco was terminated in August 2022. Nadler and Swalwell did not return requests for comment. So I don't know, man, but if Mediaite can prove that they have this, right? If they actually have the audio and the audio is analyzed by experts and you can indeed prove beyond any doubt that this was not AI generated and this was actually Roger Stone saying this, this is definitely a crime. This is definitely a crime. This is not something that's protected by free speech. Direct threats of violence, effectively ordering a hit, and they say it sounded serious. If it wasn't a joke and it was serious, which is certainly possible, if not likely, it is a crime. A totally new crime. Not protected by double jeopardy. This is something different, right? So, I don't know. They should maybe be talking to law enforcement to act on this here, because this is some wild stuff, man. Now, by the way, this is the kind of person that Donald Trump associates himself with. Roger Stone and Donald Trump are like friends in crime, fraudulent friends in crime. These are his people. And it just goes to show you the character and the morality of such people who run in those circles. There's almost no low that they wouldn't go to. And so it should perhaps be of no surprise to anybody that they attempted the fake elector scheme, that they attempted January 6th and the insurrection, that there's all these email correspondence showing in no uncertain terms they were acting illegally and they knew they were acting illegally and Trump was lying about the election and he knew he was lying about the election. To them, it's a raw power game. It's a raw power game. And when you're talking about assassinating sitting U.S. politicians, I don't know. I think maybe Mr. Roger Stone is going to be hearing from the Fed shortly, because this is not something that people let slide. It's not. So there you have it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.